It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes. Tubes. Surely anyone here has defined what net neutrality is. Tangled up tubes. I just the other day got internet was sent by my staff at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. It's a series of tubes.
Hello. We're getting better.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to officially episode 4.
Technically episode
Technical
2.
difficulties notwithstanding episode 2 of Indie Intertube TV.
Woo!
I'm Destiny, or April, and this is Shadhavar.
Also Amanda.
Also Amanda.
Hello!
Hope everybody's doing really good on this fine Sunday afternoon after Carmageddon and a rainy Sunday here.
Mingle Media, that's Stephanie. She says in the chat room. So
That's her going around. Hi, hello, my name. We'll get little stickers.
right, hello, my name
Instead
is.
of I pinch.
I
it'll
Pinch.
be,
I like I Pinch.
Hello, my name is.
Hello, my name is.
Hello, my name is.
Big old. That's Cricket. Hold on, I'm going to turn the thing
Cricket
off.
had an injury yesterday, so she's a little
see?
worn out and
all-
not at all happy.
No.
I'll have to upload the picture of her sitting in the bicycle basket before her poor little toenail got caught in the rungs of the bicycle basket and she almost ripped it off.
Because they
It's a
wanted
hell
to
of
know
a day.
that. They wanted to know that.
They did.
Yeah.
You never know what they
Woo.
want to know.
What the hey?
We are doing...
We're getting better. No.
What is the word for what we're doing this week? Chick comedies?
No. Well, you chick.
Female-driven comedy.
There you go. Sort of.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Mostly.
Mostly, but yeah.
Yeah. Some of the comedies you will have heard of, perhaps some not. Some of them are ITV 2011 selections, ITV Fest, and at least one of them was a selection for ITV Fest last year when we were actually lucky enough to be at ITV Fest. Our first web series experience in... wow, that was a hell of a...
I know it.
Yeah. Our first web series experience.
Wow, that was
In the community. That kind of threw me off, didn't it? That's... Did you boot him?
Yeah.
JD says Carmageddon was a non-event. I heard that. I saw that.
Yeah, very anticlimactic and
Yeah. I was expecting,
apparently the
major things to happen, the fabric of the world to
to
end.
tear apart. But
Yeah.
apparently the grandest thing that happened was a car chase on the South 5. So
Sweet.
and then he went North 5 and they couldn't follow him because you can't apparently Bakersfield is like quarantined and you can't fly over it. You can't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So. But they stopped him.
I
Anyway,
forgot to take the polish off my nails after all of that work we did on the boat last weekend.
Good job.
It sucks.
Good
I'm
job.
really with it. Yeah. Okay. Birthdays. Do we have anything to mention, or do we want to go right into the hard-hitting web series news?
I have birthdays. I have well, sort of. I don't have my paper, which sucks.
Well, you know what? We'll worry about it on Wednesday.
Well, I was gonna say I know for sure that Sandy Parik's birthday is coming. I don't know if it's
Titties?
titties. No,
No
titties.
titties.
I'm not sure. I can't remember when, and that's gonna irk me. But if either way, it will get remedied by Wednesday.
Yes, we will have all the birthdays. We will be right there. We're on it. Because we do 2 shows a week now. Because we're good like that.
We just want crazy.
We are crazy. There's some web series news that Shad wants to talk about. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go
Well,
on ahead.
I'll do the good news first.
Well, we'll just let the soap stuff kind of lie where it is for now. Because
was
we
he
don't
gonna
really know
bring it up?
much. We don't really know much about Prospect Park and what's going on with AMC and One Life to Live moving to the web. There's still no real information.
No.
They say they're going to keep their same head writer. They're going to keep their executive producer. Supposedly Susan Lucci is on board. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think it's an interesting thing to watch, but I don't think any of us knows enough right now to make any kind of informed decision. Although, I would say web series creators, especially those of you who do soaps, get out there on the soap opera discussion boards. if you haven't been, you need to, because there is a lot of misinformation out there. A lot of people who don't understand how they're going to be able to watch these shows, want to know what else is out there, have never watched a web series, and just need a little bit of guidance from us. And that's something that we can do to advocate to the greater television community and to bring people to all of our web series, is get out there and be good ambassadors for the space. And I started doing that on Friday myself on the Soap Central board, of which I've been a member for way too long.
It's okay.
But yeah, get out there. And if you need to know where the boards are or links to those boards, please ping me on Twitter or something, and I'll let you guys know where you should go and where the most information is needed.
I wasn't even going to bring it up.
No, well, go ahead.
But because of it, I know, Mark, you'll appreciate this. One little tidbit of AMC is that Sarah Michelle Gellar is going to come back on TV for it.
Have they confirmed that?
So far, they've signed her. I
How
don't
the
know.
hell are they going to do that?
I don't know I don't know what to say. That's what people are like. What are they going to do?
Because Alicia Minshew well and truly owns that role now.
Yes, for those of you who don't know, Sarah Michelle Gellar was the original Kendall on AMC. And so she's signed. I don't know the details of it or the full confirmation. But anyway, I don't think ABC's confirmed it yet. But regardless, she's going to be on. I don't know what. I'm sure it'll be funny. But, good news first. Uppity news. July 23rd.
Uppity news?
Uppity news. July 23rd at 4 p.m. there will be a panel at the San Diego Comic-Con for the Guild, because their season 5 premiere is on the 26th. So there will be...
Are we sure that everybody's heard of the Guild?
If they haven't, go find it. But it will be released on the Zune Marketplace as well as Xbox 360. On the 26th, their panel will be on this coming Saturday at San Diego Comic-Con. Their booth is 4201 for anybody who doesn't know and has the map. So,
lots of web series stuff going on at Comic-Con.
Yeah. And the ElfQuest panel will be there, and I don't know their booth, if they have one. I don't know their booth number, or else I would say that as well, so everybody can stop by, Stephanie and Paula and everybody else that's going to San Diego Comic-Con for ElfQuest.
Did I see Matt Arvello in the room?
Yes, he's in the room.
Oh, well, hello, Matt.
And somebody's in yellow, and I wish I could see it.
Blood and Bone China.
Ah!
Matt
Hi,
is
Chris.
taking a break from his hustling to join us today. That's
That
awfully
happens.
cool.
But no, the big bone of contention, news-wise, and everybody's been talking about it this past week.
For the last couple of days, at least. Yeah, I've seen a lot of it on Facebook.
Since a couple days ago, I think. There we go. Better color, Chris. I wasn't aware of it because my computer took a shit. And
we've been dealing with being a no-budget show.
Yeah. And
the
so
past week as her laptop just
our high-definition laptop that was used for the show has now failed.
So if we look a little 8-bit.
Anyway, so YouTube is pitching a $3.5 million web series deal. And I say web series lightly because it's really just a reality pitch for $3.5 million. And one of them is with Kobe Bryant. I think it's called Dreammaker. Another one, I can't remember the second one, but the third one was a Lady Gaga live streaming concert with Vivo. And I'm sitting here going, well, that's crazy. And some people have argued, well, they have to make money. It has to be viable. If, say, the Lady Gaga streaming concert works, Samsung has already stated that there's about $9 million worth of sponsorship that they'd be willing to provide that, which goes to YouTube in order to buy for the sponsorship rights. So they've already recouped their
but
value.
this does kind of reinforce what we've been saying of they're not looking for you.
Yeah.
They're not even looking for their own partners. They're looking for celebrities.
They're looking for celebrity-driven, and that's their new pitch. And it's so that they can be seen more of a TV entity.
Celebrity-driven reality. Because we need some more of that.
Right?
We need some more crap reality on and we need it on, in our space, not just television where we're trying to get away from it to come to our space. No, we need it here too. No, we don't.
I'm telling you.
It's crap.
I'm telling you, it's such crap. Not only that, but it's like, when did YouTube want to be like TV? Give it a couple months and YouTube will be a network. They will be the YouTube network.
You know, why aren't they looking for content creators to do scripted content? They have next new networks now. I mean, why this push for celebrity-driven reality? I mean, what is the Lady Gaga and Kobe Bryant?
Because that's what they think people want. And as a whole, yes, your 18 to 24 crowd, that's what they want.
Because you know what's going to happen. If this stuff is successful, then you're going to get
We're
a
screwed.
whole bunch of that shit that you see on TV all the time in our space, and it's going to dominate, and they're going to be the ones who get the money. And then you're going to see Snooki having some God knows what. No, I don't want it.
Yeah, and I know, and Matt's right. They want TV ad money, and that's fine. There's enough ads on Google as it is, or Yahoo as it is already, YouTube, whatever. And so
there's got to be a better way than with reality-driven shows. Let Matt have the money.
Why not have it?
Matt would bring in some good scripted content.
Well, why not put $3.5 million into your YouTubers and anyone else who's making original content and perhaps shows it on YouTube and say, hey, here, you know what? Take a couple $1,000s and see what can happen, and we'll put together this whole package of all these different programs and all these user-derived things, and put $3.5 million behind it as a whole package and pull sponsors in that way.
You know how I feel about reality TV. Next thing you know, Casey Anthony will have a web series.
Oh, don't start.
She will. You wait.
Don't.
You
start.
wait. Be like a bad train wreck.
And I know they're doing it with the Next Up program, Matt, but I'm not seeing a headline of $3.5 million behind it.
Can you imagine, Matt, what you could do with $3.5 million to do scripted content for the web? Just imagine the possibilities. Just think about that for a second. Did we all let that marinate?
Riley has it. ElfQuest has a panel on July 22nd, which is the Friday at 8 p.m. in room 4.
See? Like, just imagine, say he could create 10 shows for that money.
See?
And they'd all look as good, if not better, than Asylum.
Right. And build out a studio. Not just make shows, but build out a studio.
Exactly.
Hello.
It's ridiculous that it's going.
Thank you,
and I have
Riley.
nothing against, Lady Gaga. I have my issues with Kobe Bryant. But, I mean, I have nothing against them. And that's great. But it's not what I want to see in this space.
Do they need it?
I don't want to see that kind of crap on my TV.
But that's not
I know Riley left TV because of that. They,
Right.
Come on now.
But that's another thing that I question. Is like, do they need that? Do those celebrities need that? No. I mean, if it was Kirstie Alley, but maybe she's Kirstie Alley. She'll always be Kirstie Alley. It's just like saying, do they need it? No. Can we find some people that we haven't seen in like 20 years and say, ooh, whatever happened to?
I would feel much
And
more
do it
comfortable
that
with
way?
Matt creating 10 shows and building out a studio than I would with Kobe Bryant and Lady Gaga getting the money. But that's just me.
That's me.
Call me crazy.
Anywho.
Hey!
What?
Do you remember last week
No.
when we told... Nobody asked you. I wasn't asking you. I was asking them.
Oh, ask them. Go ahead.
Do you remember last week when we told you that Mark Gardner and Danny Cameron from Cell, the web series, had created a little commercial for Indie Intertube? And we wanted to leave it open so that any of you guys who wanted to do this could, and we would show it on the show. Show it on this show. And I went and got the clip so that you guys could see it. Because I think it's brilliant, and they're very funny. And I love Mark and Danny for doing this. Anybody who's seen any parts of Cell, the series, will understand exactly where this is coming from. So, do your thing.
Alrighty.
This is Cell's Indie Intertube commercial.
No! Why? Why? What's up? When are you gonna let me out of here? It's been long enough.
Later. I'm gonna go listen to Indie Intertube. See ya.
I even like the music they chose, hey?
I think Danny did that.
I think he did too.
Yeah. I know he edited it. And I believe he
Yeah.
actually composed that little bit of music as well.
Transition back, babe.
I did. We're on.
Oh.
Quit looking at what they're looking
No,
at.
I'm looking at the wrong
and look
screen.
at the actual show. That's
Okay.
why we put the
There we
monitor
go.
over here.
It's an awesome commercial. I even like the music that Danny chose at the end. It was just really funny, and they did that a while back, knowing that many people probably wouldn't see it. It is up on
Bow,
YouTube.
chicka, wow, wow. What? I'm just mimicking Riley.
So hey, feel free. We'll be happy to show it for you. But that was really cool. I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome. Thank you once again, Mark and Danny. And I don't even know if Mark is here. I don't think he is.
We need to do like parodies of web series.
We should. You know, I was thinking about that.
That would be fun.
If we had an
Because we
abandoned
don't have
asylum we
enough.
could shoot in, I would totally do a parody of Asylum.
Right? Because we don't have enough.
Which one of us would be Dingani Beza?
on our plate? Ooh, I don't know.
He's hot.
Do you want to go crazy? Or do you want me to go crazy?
Well, he's hot.
He is.
He's like our web spaces, like Tay Diggs,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Better than that. What's the other one? Snap. He used to be a model. Shaved head. Really pretty. Beautiful eyes.
I know who you're talking about.
Yes, I can't remember his name.
He's better looking than him too, though.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Riley, we will be using the ones that you shot now that we have the capability to do so.
Yes!
So there will be little promos from Chick and Venice and God knows what else.
Whole bunch of stuff.
Anyone but me.
Brought to you by Venice
Yeah.
Riley.
Yeah, thanks to Venice Riley at last year's Streamy Awards. Okay. So we should get to the clips.
That's what they're here for.
That's what they're not here for
to
us.
hear us talk.
Okay, so the first one, I'm going to let you talk about her because, as luck would have it, it's kind of a weird story how we came to be to find the show General Assembly, which is a sketch comedy show. I like to call her the female Shane Dawson without the raunch, although she does have that.
She has
sometimes, too.
raunch.
But tell them a little
You
bit
have
about
to
Jen
do
Dodd
that.
and General Assembly and how we came to be
Well,
watching her.
that's very funny because I went to school with, and I say that lightly, with Jen Dodd and did theater with her in my so non-existent college attempt. And no, we were really good friends, but she moved to New York and we lost touch, kind of, sort of. Friends on Facebook and everything else, and we had started doing Indie Intertube after a while, and I got a message from her one day saying, "Oh my God, what are you doing? Tell me about this Indie Intertube thing." And I was like, "Well, it's this, that, and the other." And she's like, "Oh, really? Because I'm doing." Because I said, "Well, what are you doing?" And she basically said, "Well, I'm doing this. I do comedy and this, and that, and the other, and you should check out my show and tell me what you think." And I was like, "Okay," and I laughed. She's so good at what she does. It amazes me.
She is really funny. I have my personal favorites, but yeah.
Yeah.
We even sent a question into her Ask Abby column.
She has Ask Abby. She has her parody on Victoria Jackson running for president because
That's
she's
pretty
just gone
funny.
nut shit. And all of these other
Her
characters.
goth kid is pretty funny.
And it's basically, like, I put it, all of the crazy people that you end up running across in life are all Jen Dodd. Like, that's pretty much her show.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm amazed, just like with Shane Dawson and everybody else who does these kind of shows on YouTube, at what they could do with little to no budget in one central location and everything else. I think it's great. But, so she has a show and it's called General Assembly. And here it is.
And here it is. Clip she chose.
What an interesting and savory flavor your green beans have. What, may I ask, is sprinkled atop?
Oh, I just crunched up some Doritos on the top of them.
You know, I was so hoping after dinner we might read aloud to each other from our favorite books of poetry over a spot of herbal tea. I brought a delightful citrus blend, which I ground and bagged myself.
You know, I haven't had herbal tea since I was in high school, but I am always down to party. So now, where is Maya's daddy?
Maya Angelou Wasserstein's father was a donor.
Oh, that's okay. We don't know who Michaela's real daddy is either. Well, it's true, we don't. Don't you look at me like that.
I think she's really funny. I think her only problem is she needs to just get the sound issue worked out.
There's a sound issue?
For me?
For you,
There
yes.
is, yeah.
Okay, tell me your
The
sound
sound is
issue.
a little hollow.
Oh, because she's not on like body mics and stuff.
Yeah, I
Just
think
from
she
the
just
camera?
needs to get somebody to help her
I hear what you're saying. I hear
mic herself and do her scenes and stuff. But I love what Riley did, Maya Angelou Wasserstein.
Yeah.
That's
But I just posted her website at the channel. It's www.jendodd.org.
and Riley, if you liked that,
Oh.
you should totally see her
Oh my god.
Ask Abby columns with Gerald the dog.
She's got Ask Abby, and she has the two, they're agents, but they used to be former porn stars. And the emo kids, and it's great.
And
So-
again, we want to stress that on Indie Intertube for the last year and a half when we've been doing the podcast, and now that we're doing this, we will not talk about any show a clip from any show, or review any show that we haven't actually watched. So if we're laughing at it, it's because we honestly think it's funny, and if we're talking about it, it's because every opinion that we express is our honest opinion. We will never put a show up and fake it. Just so you know. So we have honestly seen your shows. Let's just keep moving, shall we?
Okay.
Just moving right along.
I'm not sure what that was about, but all right.
Well, no, because I get questions all the time, and I got a couple of them this week. Do you really watch all of the shows that you review? And somebody was talking about, some of the review sites are, they'll watch one episode or two or none at all and just kind of wing it. And you'll see these articles written about web series, and you can tell that the guy who's writing it or reviewing these shows hasn't really seen them. And you can always tell. So, just wanted to say that. Our next...
You're defending yourself. We're defending.
Our next comedy is an ITV Fest selection for this year, for 2011. They're one of our favorite rom-coms. And it stars a woman who, while is very vivacious and sexy and funny in this show, was very serious and really good in another web series that was on Coldcast last year called... Watch me not be able to remember it now. Damn it.
Oh.
And it was
really?
so good because it had that killer just ending. Oh, man, it was the one about the teen suicides. What the hell was the name of that show? And why can't I think? I should have done my damn research.
Oh, my goodness. And you've watched it, and you know it.
I know it.
Just cracks
Well,
me
pull
up.
it up so I can see.
I got it.
World Full of Nothing.
There it is.
Her name is Jo Bozarth. She is sexy and vivacious and funny in this. And if you like her in Cupid and Eros, you need to see her in World Full of Nothing, which was an outstanding dramatic web series from last year. So here's Cupid and Eros, an ITV Fest 2011 selection.
Does it ever bother you?
What? The fact that divorce and infidelity are on the rise, and nothing you or I do seems to make even a bit of difference? Yeah, it pisses me off.
Well, actually, I was referring to the fact that the mortals down there still think of you as a babe in diapers. Brunette, 2 o'clock.
Try not to think about it. Anyway, everyone still thinks of Jehovah as an old white guy. She seems to handle it pretty well.
Yeah.
I like her. I do. I really, really like her. And I like the show a lot.
Yes. And that's cupidanderos.com, all spelled out.
cupidanderos.com. And they have a second kind of additional content with an evening with Eros. And there's a Twitter set up for that, and you can send in questions to Eros, and she will answer them on video. And if you watch a recent one they did, you'll see Bunny and Tad from Vampire Zombie Werewolf
That was a good one.
asking Eros for help in their relationship. And that, I'm telling you, could have been a web series all on its own, because that was hilarious. So if you didn't get a chance to see that, you definitely need to check that out. Yeah. Cupid and Eros is pretty awesome.
Well, and I find it funny because they want us, they've requested that we send in one for Indie Intertube, but part of me just wants to wait till we get to LA and say, we will film it together. We will be in the room. So.
I really, really want to film one. We are going to film one.
Okay.
But now I'm busy trying to figure out, we want to do like a promo, like an Indie Intertube trailer type promo.
All right.
We just don't know if we want to shoot it here in Florida or what we're going to do.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Our next trailer is for a web series that has just recently begun their second season. They are critically acclaimed. They are extremely well liked by everybody within the community. And people are finding this show and really, really loving it. We love it. And we hope that you will too. And we were kind of struggling with what trailer to show, whether it be the original first season trailer or the second season trailer. But because we know that a lot of the people who are watching this have never seen web series before, or never seen some of the shows we're showing before, we decided to go all the way back and show you the first season trailer for Awkward Embraces. And I know a lot of you in the chat room really, really love this show. And if you don't, trust me that you will. It is extremely well written. And that's the highest compliment I could ever pay for a web series, is that their story is good. So here is the original first season trailer for Awkward Embraces.
You were lonely. You acted like a moron. Now you're lonely again.
Look, we are going to find someone for you, someone perfect for you. We've decided to make it our project.
You don't have to jump into like full-blown commitment. Just dip your toes in.
Yeah.
Like with a booty call.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm here to hang out.
Oh.
He's never seen Star Wars, which is weird. I don't know anybody that's never seen Star Wars.
I know a lot of people who haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
What cool people. What do you do for fun?
Matryoshka dolls.
Huh?
Dating website.
That's a good idea.
Work your Photoshop magic. Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
Right? I think I'm getting really good at
You
this.
can't even tell, it's pretty seamless.
Jess, you were amazing this weekend.
Thanks. You were awesome. It was really fun.
We should do it again.
Yes.
Soon.
Yes.
See you later.
Okay, bye.
What's his name?
Which apartment does he live in?
What did you talk about?
Does he have kids?
Is he single? Did he show you his abs?
Circumcised.
What? Did you touch the abs?
I didn't know what to do. He was looking at me with these little, like, puppy dog eyes, and I just felt so bad. I didn't want to be mean to him.
He kind of sounds like a serial killer.
Such a good show. And I agree with Web to Watch in the chat room that the Pizza Boy episode this season was one of the best.
Yeah.
That was really good. It's one of the shows that I would love to sit with a chat room and watch both seasons kind of back to back. And we've been struggling to get Jessica on the show, the creator. And even if we have to pre-record something with her, we want her on the show because I really want to talk to her about it. Because it's just awesome.
That
and I don't
we
know
can
if I
do.
like season 1 or 2 better, Web.
But that's another thing that we can do for anybody. Like, if you can't make one of our shows on Wednesday or whatever, you can put something in a video. Or we can work out a time in a day, even if it's 2 o'clock in the morning for us. We don't care. Talking to you, Chris. So that we can do a show with you, your cast, whatever, and pre-record it. We won't have the same awesomeness as it being live, but it will
Talking to you too, Matt.
we'll at least get it done.
Because we'd love to do a sit-down, like an in-depth interview with you, even if we had to pre-record it and then upload it to our channel later. It would be awesome.
And see, now Jen's in the room.
I know, Jen's in the room. We were just talking about you, Jen Dodd. Do your ears burning? Because they probably should have been.
First clip, lady. First clip.
But Awkward Embraces is just one of those. And you can follow Geeky Jessica at Geeky Jessica on Twitter. And she's really... we haven't had the chance to meet her yet. But I'm hoping to do that at Geek Girl Con in Seattle in October when we're there moderating a panel. And she's there on a panel with, among others, Stephanie Thorpe. We're hoping to get the chance to meet her because I hear she's very charming. And I really can't wait to meet her. Yeah? Woo! Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
you know what? Since
What?
Jen Dodd's in the room,
What?
you should hold the cricket up.
Oh!
Because, I know she said Gerald was a little light in the loafers there.
Right. Well, yeah. She's half seeps.
Yeah.
But see, that this is... She's like, I'm seepy. I don't want to see Gerald
But
this
she
way.
does. She likes Gerald. She doesn't want Gerald to see her like this, but She still has a crush on Gerald, even though she knows Gerald is a little,
She's got a crush on a cat too, so it's
jingly
all right.
in the collar.
It's okay.
Right, sweetie?
I
Yeah,
like that
I
he's
know.
jingly in the collar. So that's all right. She's like, aw, going seeps. Back seeps we go.
Okay, speaking of Seattle.
Yes.
Speaking of Seattle. Our next clip, and it's a clip, not a trailer, is from a web series shot in the greater Seattle area.
Woo!
It's about superheroes.
I like it.
She wanted to wear superhero masks today.
I did. We're gonna have a show. It's gonna be like a geek sort of nerd. See my hands. This is what I do when I get really excited. But there's a geek nerd or sort of sci-fi show, and we will have like alter egos throughout the whole thing. It'll be fun. I think. I don't know if she'll go along with it, but I'm there. So.
Yeah. But we'll do that when we're showing, Heroes of the North or something like that. But yeah, the next excuse me, the next series is shot in the greater Seattle area, and it is called Dirty Do-Gooders, and they sent us in a clip from one of their recent episodes, and here it is. Check it out.
May, is this all really necessary? You know I'm quicker than you.
Yeah, because you're fast like a freak.
This would be a lot less unpleasant for both of us if you simply told me what I wanted to know.
Step, if you want a fortune so badly, they're really easy to get. Did you know they come in cookies now?
And in little girls, too.
Woo! It is really a cute show, and it's very, very clever, and I think you'll enjoy it if you give it a shot. They are also on Twitter at Dirty Do-Gooders. And if you put there it is, dirtydogooders.com in the chat room. Now, I want to say before we continue on that these are by no means the only female-driven chick comedies on the internet or on the web. Later on, when we're in our superhero episode, we'll be showing clips from Chick, which is Chick. It's fantastic. We could have shown that in here, but we thought that it would go better in our superhero ones, right? There's like the Vag Mag. There are a lot of other really funny female-driven comedies, and then there's comedies that also have really strong female characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love the character that Cooper Harris portrays in Squatters, and that'll come on our comedy episode. But I loved her character in that.
Because for this one, this is more female-derived and driven comedy, which yes, Vag Mag should fall into that. However,
but they didn't send us a clip.
But it falls much more into overall. I would stick it in an overall comedy like genre, along with it being female driven. If that makes any sense. No, it's like you guys are talking smack. We don't care. And so, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that some of the problems you guys might be having with videos is the room filled up quite quickly. There's a lot of people on here, which
happens.
is really cool. Really cool. Our audience is growing exponentially every week, and we cannot thank you guys enough. And we hope that we keep you interested and we keep showing good clips.
Right.
And hey, creators, us being a decent show that people enjoy watching is all really dependent on you and getting us those clips so that we can use them. And they don't have to be only trailers. They can be your favorite clips. They can be behind-the-scenes footage. We're actually going to have some shows shoot exclusive behind-the-scenes footage for us and send it in. And we've got some questions that we're sending out.
Yeah.
That Ragged Isle is going to answer for us. And we hope to be doing that with other shows too. So then we'll send you guys the question. You send us the video answers, and we will play the interview on here.
It'll happen.
It'll happen.
I honestly want to interview every single one of Jen Dodd's characters.
I would love to interview
like have a
Abby.
panel.
Abby Normal.
No, I want like a panel of all of her characters.
I'm telling you, there's something about Abby Normal and Gerald that just does it for me. Loves it.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Matt's gonna send us exclusive stuff. Yay!
Asylum season 2. I am so all about Asylum.
I know, because you got, as soon as we
How
watched
frustrated was I when season 1 was over? I was like, what?
No! Not only that, but you wanted to go urban exploring in
Because I'm all about urban exploring with my camera. I'm telling you, when I go down to LA, I'm going to grab Riley and her camera equipment and me and my camera equipment, and we're going.
Meanwhile, I'll be carrying the first aid kit and dialing 911. So
9-1. Are you guys okay?
Is everything all right? No.
Hang up.
9-1.
But yeah, we totally need to do, because it Asylum makes me want to go urban exploring. I love anything that's shot in anything abandoned, or that you know. It's very telling that my favorite show is Life After People.
One of.
Oh, I don't just want your camera equipment, Riley. I'm going to take you too.
Yeah, she's going to
get your respirator going.
Well, we need to get new respirators. Anyway. So.
Yeah, we need a next clip.
Yes.
Matt left the room. I think he had to reboot. Or not reboot, but
off and on. But apparently we're coming in really good for some and not so good for others. And
well, and like
okay.
we said, we know we're on a lesser graphics card this week because the laptop took a shit. And when we get back to Florida, we're going to have a much better upload. We have a much better internet connection and provider down there. And starting next week, our recordings will be high def with the high definition clips, so that the version of the show that gets uploaded will look even better than the recorded version.
We don't look like 8-bit theater.
Yeah.
So,
but the only place that you can see us live and participate in the conversation is right here on Mingle Media.
MingleMedia.tv.
Home of Indie Intertube Live.
Woo!
We love Mingle Media.
I know. It's awesome.
They have
We should now see, and here's the thing. People were asking about episode 3. It was being uploaded when the computer took a shit.
We still have it. We're still going to upload it this week, so episode 3 will be available.
Episode 3. Anyway, so next clip, standard action.
Next clip, standard action. Let's explain that a little bit. It's a LARPing show, kind of, sort of.
Yes.
Female driven. Joanna is awesome in the lead role. She also produces, creates, and writes, the multi-hatted kind of ladies.
But it's kind of LARPing and yet not. Because it is actual universe, but in essence, they are LARPing.
It's hilarious is what it is.
Yeah.
And this is a clip that they sent us.
Oh, and for anyone who doesn't know, LARPing is live acted role play.
We're geeks. Can't help it. I'm itching to get back to L.A. Noire.
Okay. We play it after the show.
Standard Action is shot in Vancouver. And they will actually be joining us on the panel Joanna will, at the Geek Girl Convention in October in Seattle. The very first Geek Girl Convention.
Yes. October. We're going to make a big, big, big push for that.
Yes.
So, anyway.
We're going to be hearing a lot more. Maybe we'll get them on the show. So here's a clip from Standard Action.
We've got the advantage. No one can stand in the way of the half-halfling on the path of vengeance. Wait. Let's not be morons about this. They schooled us last time.
But we don't have any gear. What else are we gonna do? I, for one, am sick and tired of creeping around the bushes, running away from everything. I've been itching to see how these halflings like evocation. Oh, wait. I found this in the merchant's bag. I don't know what it is. Maybe it'll help. I think it might be glibness. Or potion of living death, one or the other. What? They both smell like watermelon. I'm sure it's glibness. What does that do?
I know what it does.
I can't wait to see the rest of that scene because I want to know what happens when you drink glibness.
What happens when you drink glibness? I don't know, because there's, anything can happen when you drink whatever potion somebody's brought to a LARP.
I love what those ears. Those are like the coolest elf ears.
I can make you those.
Did you see the one Felicia Day has on in the trailer for Dragon Age?
Yes.
Whoa, man.
But you know whose ears I like?
Whose? ElfQuest?
All the ElfQuest ears. Sorry.
Stephanie Thorpe is so hot as Winnowill.
I was waiting for it. We have a thing. I don't know why. Wonder Woman
But
syndrome.
see, if you're already glib, what happens when you drink glib? Do you become not glib?
Do you become uber glib? Like, glib times a million? Like, what happens? Does it have no effect? You're just fine? We don't know. Watch
We
the
don't
show.
know. Watch the show and find out. Vampires and werewolves. See, you know what?
I did
Here's
that
the funny
too.
thing. We like Muse. We were the other day. Last night actually. But we were listening to a song by Stevie Nicks. And we're like, that's such a nice song. And then I looked it up online. It's like, that's from Twilight. And now all of a sudden we don't like the song anymore.
No, hate it. Hate it. Hate it, hate it. Because then all I see is that flashing through my crap. I'm like, ugh. Who was it? Steven, no. Today, and Stephanie Thorpe, God bless you, lady, put it up on her Facebook today, and it was a quote from Stephen King that said, Harry Potter does what's right in the face of adversity, and Twilight shows that all you really need is a boyfriend.
That's my problem. See, here's what it is. Somebody asked me the other day, and this isn't going to make a lot of sense to all of you, but I have to get this out.
Let it go, let it go.
Why I tend to let my lesbian brain take over sometimes, and ship people on shows, soaps, or whatever, or get really disappointed when they have a character have a boyfriend right at the beginning, and it's like, okay, it's not that I want everybody to be gay, because God knows I don't. Please no.
That would just be a mess.
I just want stuff that's well written, and I don't want everything to be about having a boyfriend or having a man or having a partner of any kind.
Having
if you
a girlfriend,
cannot survive
nothing.
on your own, you don't need a partner. And seriously, was CSI not better before Grissom and Sarah got together?
Oh, God. Don't get me started on pairings.
Was
that never
X-Files
should have
not
happened.
better before they put Mulder and Scully together?
Don't do it. Don't
Was
go there.
Moonlighting not better?
Don't do it. Do not just stop. We're going to eat up the rest of this show with me bitching about relationships that never should have happened, relationships that
I know we
should
need to
have
stop
happened.
bitching about television until we have our
Exactly.
primetime television episode, because I've decided that I might actually give the Charlie's Angels reboot a shot.
Oh, no.
I know, and I'm like the diehard Charlie's Angels fan that knows dialogue from every single episode of that show that ever
No.
aired.
I'll give you Dallas, because they're doing
Dallas
it right.
is going to rock.
But I can't give you the Charlie's Angels. Anyway.
And see, JD has it right. Teen girls need better role models.
Exactly.
They totally do.
Yes.
They totally do. And I'm not talking about awesome shows like Awkward Embraces that show dating life in all of its awkward glory, but movies like Twilight, where
Yeah.
it really is all about having a boyfriend.
It's all about the importance of having a boyfriend. And it's like, really? That's not anything I would ever want myself, or if I had a daughter, to look up to. That's what's important to you. Doing all the crap that happens in Harry Potter? Yeah, because they're like,
You don't
screw
need
it.
to find your fulfillment and your validation in a partner. You should find it in yourself.
Yes. And then share that with another person.
And you know what? That includes the web series community. See how we're tying this all back in together? This is how we do it on Indie Intertube. You do not need validation from traditional television in order for this to be a valid space.
Nope.
This is a valid space. And I'm just going to leave it right at that.
And you
Vote
are valid.
tomorrow when the top 10 candidates come out for the IWTV board members. Make sure you cast your vote. I doubt either of us will make the top 10, but it was an honor to be nominated. And I will tell you that none of that really matters. What matters is that you pick a board that will represent you and that will move this organization forward so that we can stand up and take a leadership role in this space and show the rest of the industry who we are and what our identity is within ourselves.
You're good.
Now,
You should campaign. I don't know what for, but So what are we showing? Hey, speaking of campaigning and other fun things, that's how we tie it back into what we're talking about. Best friend. Validation.
yes, the best
Perfect.
friend. That is a perfect tie-in. You should have worn the shirt they sent you.
I know I should have. I have the shirt. I will wear it, even though I don't believe in it, but I will wear it. Because I like chicken. But
Not chicken.
It's not chicken.
It's not chicken.
What are you wearing? Anyway. Best friend.
Okay, it is a thing, and congratulations, girls. They are a 2011 ITV Fest selection, The Best Friend. You can find them on Twitter at The Best Friend TV. They are an extremely funny show, and I think my favorite part of it is their accompanying music videos. We're actually going to do an episode of this all about music videos that have been made within the web series community, and we'll show the two Guild music videos, and we'll show the music videos from the Best Friend, and we'll show the Anyone But Me music video, among others. But the OMG music video they did for the Best Friend is hilarious. Now, their first season has concluded. There's an Asylum music video. What? What are you telling me?
Is it a Rickroll? I would love it if
it's
it was a Rickroll.
Okay. I want to see it, Matt. That is your challenge. I want to see it.
I know. I want a web series Rickroll.
Ooh, Blood and Bone China is going to do a Birthright music video.
Ooh.
I am down with that. And you know what? Shad made a Cell web series music video.
I did.
Is it on our YouTube channel?
It's on mine.
We need to put it on the Indie Intertube YouTube channel so people can see it.
I'll find it.
She had Mark's permission to do that. So we'll have to put that up. We'll put up your Cell music video. And I would encourage any of you fans out there that want to make music videos about these web series to contact the creators. Go to the websites, go to the Twitters, and see if they're up for that. See if they would be willing to do that. Some of them might be willing to, or they might take your idea and run with it and make their own. I think music videos and fan fiction and communities and discussion boards are a great way to build your audience and a great way to build your fan base. Hell, I make a living out of showing people how to do it, and among other things, and have built several fan communities myself. So I know how valuable it is in not only building a fan base, but maintaining that as a community. So it is very, very important. But let's get back to this.
Okay.
And let's show their first season is concluded, but let's show the first season trailer for The Best Friend with Marilyn and Allie. It's such a cute show. It really, really is. And she they actually the She Likes Chicken thing and the t-shirt thing came from the fact that they were one of many web series that submitted a 30-second clip as part of our intro montage to the first annual Indie Intertube Awards. And they actually won. Did they win Best Duo? They were nominated for Best Duo. Yeah. So it is pretty damned awesome. And all of these comedies, and yes, there's Digital Chick TV. She's a late bird. And it was right up your alley this week, Darren. These are female-driven comedies. That's our theme this week, and we're going to put some more.
Riley, I love you. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be easy to do. And it is a funny show. And you totally need to go to their YouTube channel and watch the OMG music video because it's hilarious. It is hilarious. We're doing really good on time this week. Check us out.
I know it.
Because I'm not really ready to show the last clip yet. You know?
Really?
No,
I thought we'd show it and then talk.
Should talk?
No?
Say what?
Okay.
What do you mean? We can show it. We can talk a little bit then about that. I don't know, whatever you want to do. I want to see the Asylum music video. I'm all about that now. I'm going to be going to find it.
Really? I want to see Blood and Bone China's too.
I'm ready for that, yes. I'm all about Blood and Bone China. It's a good show. It's a good show.
Dead air.
Whoa, what?
No dead air for you.
Our final clip for today, good friends of the show, have been on our podcast, and you can go back on Blog Talk Radio and go back to last year, and you'll see where we had the girls on the show, Vivian and Helea. And they were great guests, and we got a chance to meet them at last year's ITV Fest when their show was a selection. And they are fun girls to be around.
They're awesome.
They're both hot.
They're awesome.
We all went out for tacos one night, and guess who else was there for tacos? Rob Goki.
You know who else? Jonathan Nail. Oh, in his suit.
We're Robin.
They were not.
They were not there that night? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. They didn't wait too long. People in LA don't like to wait.
That's true.
And they don't like to park. Which I get that. I don't like to park in LA either, but...
But yeah, Vivian was there that night for the tacos.
Yeah.
And of course, Rob Goki was there.
LA couldn't be there. But yes. It was awesome.
It's all done. Riley was there.
It was fun.
Jonathan Nail from Solo the Series, who will show up.
Jordan Gibson was there. Mark was there.
That will be on our show in the upcoming comedy weeks.
We have to do that again. That's what we're going to, at a meetup in Seattle, we're going to find a taco place or a taco truck or something.
We have to take pictures.
That's where that's
just for Rob and Rob. Rob Goki and Rob
R&R.
And Rob Goki is the man. He is the music man for web series, you know?
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, so the last clip.
Woo! And we get a tour of What's Trending Studio next time we go.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
Hey.
I want to pick Matt's brain so bad. You don't even know. You don't even know. We Are With the Band is all about girls trying to be popular. Girls wanting to fit in.
Sort of. And being
and not.
Being friends and sort of being outside the bubble and despite everything that happens, your best friend kind of trumps anything that comes along.
Mm-hmm. But they did it on a really low budget, like most of the creators in the web series space do. Their wardrobing is pretty cool. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
They are definitely it's such a funny show, and actually my favorite moment of the whole first season is in the trailer.
The clip?
It's actually in the trailer.
Okay.
And I love that part.
When they wake
and
up?
Riley's right. It is like ab fab at 23.
Yeah. Is it when they wake up?
No.
No?
It's when they can't, the velvet ropes.
Oh, okay. I liked it when they couldn't wake up.
Look out for the velvet rope line. So here is the trailer for the first season of We Are With the Band.
This is gonna be an important night for us, Marcy.
Are you sure we should have spent $300 on all of this?
Marcy, fashion is a big part of fitness.
Is that your roommate?
I can't believe he wants to rape and murder us.
So not cool.
Why can't people just be cool?
We only have 4 hours to get ready, and new fishnets do not buy themselves. Let's hit up American Apparel on the way home.
Hey, Dave.
Who's this?
Ellen Franklin.
Cool, you're in the band.
No, I'm a roadie, but, you know.
We're with the band.
Right, and your names?
Please. We are with the band?
Why does our social life have to be dictated by these velvet rope whores?
I need to know that you are committed to the scene.
You know, we have a couple of those glow stick necklaces.
I know. I love that Vivian is, oh, you said the
velvet rope whores.
You made me miss it. Thought totally left my brain. It's gone. You said glow necklaces, and I had to respond, and then my brain just.
Well, we have those.
I know, but there was something really important about something that Vivian did that I forgot. It cracked me up.
It wasn't the cleanse?
No. Oh, it was her dressed as Dorothy.
Oh.
Her being like the Dorothy Raver. It was just, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great show. Season 1 is already out there, and we can only hope that season 2 is coming soon. They're both really, really funny. So there you have it. You've been introduced to a lot of female-driven comedies this week. What, 8 of them? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, poor Cricket. Look what you're doing to her.
She's hot.
Her broken little toe.
Oh, leave her Toby. Keep talking
It's
about
bad.
shows.
That's what happens taking her on a bike ride.
It's okay.
But there are a lot of other comedies out there, a lot of other female-driven comedies out there. And you know what? There's a lot of shows of all types. That's one of the things that I've noticed on the soap opera boards.
Yeah.
Excuse me, getting out there this week and kind of seeing what people think about All My Children and One Life to Live, potentially becoming web series and moving lock, stock, and barrel onto the web, is that people think, well, I've never watched a web series before, or, you know, there isn't anything like this, or they think there's only 1 or 2 shows, or it's just the Guild, or it's, you know, just The Legend of Neil, or maybe they've even seen a drama. But the one that they've seen, like, say, Venice or Gotham or any of those, or the one that they've seen or the one that they like is the only one. And it's really amazing to see people, when they realize that there are hundreds and upon hundreds of web series out there. There are web series that we've never heard of, that you've never heard of, that these creators in this room have never heard of, never seen.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Especially stuff that's being created outside of LA and New York and Vancouver. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's amazing that there's a couple, at least a handful that we've shown so far that people are like, ooh, where's that? It's like, see, you never know. And they knew they could be from before, and it's, you know, you don't want it to be like TV where after a couple years, the show that was on just kind of gets shoved to the wayside. Nobody remembers it till it comes on DVD as a whole complete
Well, that's
set.
the best thing about web series. They never get shoved to the side. They're always there.
Right.
Unless, of course, they've been pulled down like Girl Number 9 so they can sell DVDs. But that's a whole other
happens,
thing.
But now it's on FearNet.
Exactly. So you can get out there and, you know, you could, there is pretty much, if you can think of a genre, there's probably a web series for it. Although, like I said before, not true crime.
Kind of. There's elements of true crime. There's a couple things, but they're either parodies or they're like Central Division.
Central Division was amazing. I wish Elaine would do another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's great stuff. There's terrible stuff. There's stuff that gets better as it goes along. There's stuff that's, you know, other people may like that you don't, that I don't. We may hate. Ooh, Matt says his new one is crime-based.
Hey.
I like crime stuff.
We may hate. Keep going.
There's stuff that we here at Indie Intertube may review and we say that we don't like it or we won't review it that you may love. And please, if you've come across a web series or you watch one that we don't talk about, please let us know. That's how we found some of the series that we've reviewed, is that people have just told us about them.
We'll actually do a show or a couple, depending on how many we get in, of like fan-asked shows. And if you want to see it on our show, then we'll show it.
Yeah.
And you think that we haven't seen it or haven't watched it, or if you just want to promote your own show, we'll have like an open show. And anybody who sends us anything, we'll show it.
Yeah, we're open to watching anything. I mean, we were shocked when we started setting up our home base in Florida, and we were there and started to reach out to other web series creators in Florida, how many there actually are. And some that, you know, have no idea that there are others in the space that think that they're out there doing it all by themselves. And that's a shame. That's one of the things that, you know, that we're passionate about, whether, you know, part of IWTV or not. It is really, really important that we reach out to creators on no matter where they are, because they may not even know that this community exists. They may not even know the IWTV exists. They may think that they are out there creating this no-budget show in no man's land, and that there wouldn't be any support or any education or any panels or any help anywhere.
Apparently we're iHorse.
We are iHorse.
If it's a web series, we'll watch it.
Yeah.
Anything.
I will admit that.
It's true.
Disillusioned with most of TV, I would much prefer
it's true.
to turn on my Boxy Box and watch, you know, web series.
Independent online entertainment.
That's right. We like it.
We do.
And we hope that you all like it too. And we hope that as you find new shows that you'll let us know. And if you see the shows that we've talked about, we'd love to hear your thoughts on them. Really. We'd love to know, even if you send us an email to say, you're totally wrong, I loved that show, or man, your taste sucks.
Right.
We want to know about it.
Static at indieintertube.tv, or drop us a line at our website, indieintertube.tv.
Or tweet us.
At
We're all about
Indie
everything being in
_Intertube.
public. At Indie_Intertube.
And you know what? That's our show.
That's our show for this week.
That's our
It
show.
totally is.
What's our genre for next week? So people can have something to look forward to.
Our genre for next week.
You know, the feed's about to go off.
Horror.
Horror? Okay.
All right. Should we just go drama? We don't know. So it may be horror. It may be drama. It may be sci-fi. You never know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I like horror, but, you know, we'll go with it. Either way, great show. Thank you all
for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to join us on Wednesday for our 2-hour live podcast on Blog Talk Radio. And we'll see you then. Good night.
The internet. It's not something that you just dump something on. It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes. Tubes. Anyone here is to find what